Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everyone is well and happy. It is very cold where I stay. It is extremely cold, but I hope everyone is good and all right. And I hope everyone is faring well when it comes to the test. I hope everyone is doing well when it comes to the test. One little thing I'd just like to say. Today we're starting with the new work. Because I need to give you guys the full opportunity to take the test without any distractions, without anything interrupting that train of thought. So what I would like from you guys is just, I would like to hear from you guys your experiences. Those who have written, I'd like to hear from you guys. Do you believe maybe the test was hard, or is the test easy? Stuff. Do not tell us what's in the test, but if you can just a few people to just so we can start the conversation to say, right now, as you guys are writing the test before tomorrow when we do our corrections, how do you feel the test was? Like, if you've written it, was it hard for you? If you are about to write it, or you were writing it and then in the way you found to say, no, I think this thing is a bit hard, you know? I just want just two people to tell me how do they feel the test is. Don't tell us what's in the test. We don't need to know what's in the test. But one thing that would be nice to know is to say, currently, after you have tried it yourself, you know, after you have tried it yourself and taken that step, how do you find the test? Because I see now in the chat, a lot of you are saying that it was easy and some of you are saying that it was hard. You'd only find it difficult if you did not, or you do not actually yet fully grasp the concept. For example, if I go back using the scope, I'm not saying what type of questions are there, but I'm just using the scope. You would not find the test hard if they were asking you something with division, if you fully grasp the concept of division. You would not find it hard if they're asking you on shapes, if you fully grasp the concept. This is the reason why, this is the biggest reason why I always tell you guys, make sure you fully understand a concept, completely understand it. That's why if you find me singing the same thing over and over and over again, I'm trying to be as detailed as possible to make sure that you fully understand it, so that it is not a surprise. Because I feel that the only thing that makes tests hard are surprises. Like if you felt, please keep your videos off. Thank you. If you are writing a test, right? And while you're writing the test and I ask you something in the line of what we've already been doing, something in the line of what we've been already been doing. I ask you something like that. And from nowhere yourself, you feel that you're finding it difficult. It's because that you did not take the time, or you do not fully grasp the concept. That's one important thing. Grasping the concept, understanding it completely, understanding multiplication completely, understanding everything completely. And I always say, if, guys, you do not understand, if you find, this is a moment of reflection, even for those who are going to write, it's a moment of reflection. Here is my email, here is my Twitter account. Here's my email address. If you found to say that I am now struggling because I wrote that, I thought that because sometimes you can be doing classwork and us working together in the class, you find everything easy. Then you think, okay, no, I'm ready. Everything is up and daisies, right? Everything is up and daisies. It might not be that way. And I know that some of you, it may be difficult because I might have, because remember that I do 3 classes, so I might have a lot of emails, but I will, by one way or another, respond to all. Right now, I'm just getting a lot of your tests, so I'm focusing on the tests. But I will ensure, one way or another, even contacting me through both streams, one way or another, I will make sure that I assist you, because it's very important. It's crucial. It is crucial that we work together. It is very important that we work together. If we do not do that, it's not gonna work out for anyone. But let's get into what we're working today. So part of the program to catch up is doing geometric shapes. So part of the program to catch up with work, it's doing geometric shapes, not shapes, patterns. Apologies, is doing geometric patterns. So part of the whole program, we're going to be looking at geometric patterns. And today we're starting with the first lesson out of geometric patterns. We're going to look at it from both aspects, as an aspect of just numbers and an aspect of the shapes when we're using shapes. And then what we're going to be looking at as well, we're going to do a class exercise. So you will have time to do the class exercise. And then after that, and then after that, then we will be done. We'll be done. So please, please make sure that you listen attentively and you grasp the entire concept. I will take any questions or comments now. If there are any questions now before we start, I can take them now. Questions about now, because now we're going into doing geometric patterns. This is just, because I know that some of you are all still busy with the test and stuff. So I saw that we must do something that is not too challenging. You understand? So that if you're still busy with your test, your mind does not go everywhere. You understand? So I do not want your mind to go everywhere. Pick something that is very simple, very easy to understand, and very easy to practice. So are there any questions now before we start? Are there any questions before we start? Are there any questions now before we start? Questions going once? Questions going twice? Right, I have a question.
Sir?
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm well, and you?
I'm okay, sir. So, sir, when are we gonna write the test today?
The test is already online. It's on the website.
Okay, sir. So
I said that you go onto the Africa Teen Geeks website.
Yes, sir.
africateengeeks.za, and then it will be there under right there on the website. Then you click on the grade 5 and you click on maths, and then the test is there. You download it yourself, you write the test, and then you
I
send it.
can't hear you so nicely.
Excuse
I
me?
can't hear you nicely.
I'm saying that
Yes, I can hear you nicely now.
All right. You go to www.africateengeeks.co.za, right? You go to www.africateengeeks.co.za, right?
Yes, so can you send us your email
then,
for?
Let me finish. And then after that, after you go to the website, you'll see right up there, the minute you enter the website, you'll see there says assessments. And then click on your grade, and then you click on the subject, which would be grade 5, then maths. Then you can just download the test, and then you can do it on yourself and then send it to me via email.
So, sir, do we need your email to send it to you?
Yes.
Can you just send it to the link by the chat, sir? Because I
Yes, that's why I also showed it earlier on in the class. I also put it in the chat.
Sir, but I came late, sir.
No, it's fine. I'll put it in the chat.
Yes, sir.
All right. No
Sir,
problem.
I just wanted to know that, sir, because I didn't hear you nicely.
No problem at all. Thank you so much for your question.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Hi, sir.
Goodbye. Right. If that's the only question, awesome. Awesome. Right. Oh, I've got another question. All right. The question disappeared. All right. There's no other question. Right. So when we're looking at a geometric pattern, right, is a kind of pattern formed using geometric shapes and a repeated design. So now, my question to you guys is very simple. My question to you guys is, what is a pattern? What is a pattern? What is a pattern? My question to you guys is, what is a pattern? What is a pattern? What is a pattern? That is my question to you guys right now. What is a pattern? Someone wants to come to you 3 o'clock in the morning and ask you, what is a pattern? What is a pattern? I put my email address in the chat, so I want to know from you guys. What is a pattern? What is a pattern?
A pattern is something that follows another thing. For example, a small triangle and a medium triangle and a large triangle.
All right. So please repeat yourself again. Please, sorry about that. Please repeat yourself.
A pattern is something that follows another thing. For example, a small triangle, a medium triangle, and a large triangle.
So a pattern is what? You're saying it's a small triangle, a medium triangle, and a large triangle.
Pattern is something that you shape, but it follows the other shape.
All right. So there's something repeating itself about the pattern.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you could say that. It's not really what I wanted to hear, but the example does justify it. The example does justify it. Hello.
Sir, hello,
How
sir. I'm
I'm
fine,
well
sir.
and you.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Yes. So
Sir, a
what
pattern is
is
something
a
that
pattern?
copies. Sir, a
Yes.
pattern is something that copies itself over and over again. Like if you had a triangle and then a circle, and a
Uh-huh.
triangle, circle, and triangle, then a circle. It
Uh-huh.
copies itself over and over after the first time.
You are awesome. 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 Right. The next one. I want to know, what is a pattern? We can put the geometric part aside, but let's understand pattern. Pattern. I just got a nice example. All right. Sorry about that. I double clicked. I should have clicked only once. Let me wait for it. And then for it to unmute. Is it unmuting? Yes.
Yes.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I'm excellent. So what is a pattern?
A pattern is a certain like design kind of thing that repeats itself over and over
Mhm.
and over again.
So so we've got, that's an awesome once again. So we've got the repetition part, right? The examples you guys are giving are excellent. A pattern, now let's understand this. A pattern is something that definitely repeats itself. A pattern is something that follows a trend. You know, my maths teacher used to always make this example to say that, like police, when they're dealing with a serial killer, they're going to look at how the murder was committed. And then they're going to say that the exact same thing of saying that the murderer followed the same pattern, or did the same, had the same modus operandi. Or they're going to say that, look, these murders are following the same pattern, or they like, if a person would die the same way every Tuesday, they'll say, look, there's a pattern in this. There's a pattern, meaning that there's something that is repeating itself. There's something that's going over and over again. It's following the same path to reach to a similar result. So it's following the same thing. It's going about the same thing over and over again. That is what that's what we call pattern. That's where pattern comes from. That's where we come with the whole idea of saying, oh, that is a pattern. Pattern follows the same attitude repeatedly. But there are different types of patterns. That's why there are different types of patterns. Yes, we have patterns, but there are also what? Different types of patterns. Right. There are different types of patterns. All right. Now, let us move right along. Let us move right along. So you've got repeating patterns and you've got growing patterns, right? We've got repeating patterns and we've got growing patterns. Wait, have we written the definition of what is a geometric pattern? Can you please quickly, guys, write it in a minute. It's just 4 lines. Or take a screenshot. As I always say, guys, I love it when you guys take a screenshot and take advantage of the technology. It helps us get through most of the work that we need to get through as quick as possible. So I would love the same with this, to say you can either take a screenshot or you can actually just go right ahead and write it down. right? So please quickly write this down and tell me in the chat when you're done. Quickly write this down. Tell me in the chat when you're done. Please quickly write this down and tell me in the chat when you're done. Please quickly write this down and tell me in the chat when you're done. Quickly write this down and tell me in the chat when you're done. When you are done. Right. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Right. Let me move right along. So you've got a repeating pattern, and you've got a growing pattern. So a repeating pattern, a sequence repeats itself. Please write this down. So the sequence repeats itself, remains the same, never add anything to the pattern. Growing pattern, sequence changes every time, and add something new as you go along. For example, I like using both the idea of numbers and shapes. If we're looking at a repeating pattern with, let me say this, with shapes, you've got one triangle, square, one triangle, square, like that, over, repeats, repeats, repeats. Growing is that I can have a triangle, 2 squares, triangle, 3 squares, triangle, 4 squares. Something's being added, it's growing. Another way of looking at repeating patterns is that you know that with numbers that the minute you just keep on adding the same number, 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 it's repeating. That's repeating. Growing is that now you escalate. So if I say I was adding 2, next term I add 3, next term I add 4, next term I add 5. That is the whole difference between repeating and growing. Repeating and growing. Those are the 2 types of fraction patterns that you only have ever. Those are the only 2 types of patterns you'd have ever. Ever, 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 ever. Ever. Right. So are we done writing this down? Are we done writing this down so we can move right along? So that we can move right along. Are we done writing this down so we can move right along? So we can move right along. So we can move right along. Right. Are we done writing so that we can move right along. Because I want that very soon. Yes, in 5 minutes time, I want us also to try examples. All right, I see someone has a question. Right, let me get the question. Hello.
sir.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
I'm excellent.
My question is,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't forget it. Okay, now I forgot it.
You forgot it. I was speaking
Uh,
about the repeating and growing patterns. Did that help?
It's something close. Is it? Oh yeah. Is it fine if we screenshot it?
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
It's super. It's super.
Mm.
It makes my life easy as well.
Thank
All
you,
right.
sir.
Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
All right. No problem at all.
Morning, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, you, sir.
I'm excellent.
So I just wanted to ask if
Yes.
you could repeat your question because my internet connection was bad.
I was asking if there's any question speaking about repeating and growing patterns. And then the previous question to this was, can we take a screenshot? If you guys are allowed to take a screenshot, or must you actually write it down?
Thank you, sir.
Is that fine?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Oh, awesome, awesome. Thank you for the question. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Sir, how do I take a screenshot with a computer?
So there's a key, right? Right at the bottom row, next to the long space button, right? You've got the long space button, then a key called Alt, A-L-T. Then there's a
Yes.
that has 4 windows, right? 4 little squares that are shaded in, right? So you hold that one, right?
Where?
Right
Which
next to
one?
the Alt and the big space. There's the one that gives you space, right? So you hold that button. It's called the Windows key. Then on top, the top row, the very top row, the first row at the top, you'll find
Yes.
a special key called print screen, which is PRTSCR, right? At the top, right at the top, there's a key there. The only one written PRTSCR. It's between F12 and insert, right? Then you
I only
press,
see PRTSC. There's
it's
no
fine, the
R.
same one, PRTSC, same one, it's fine. So then you press that key and that one at the same time. Then it's gonna take a screenshot and then it's going to be saved under a folder called screenshots on by your documents.
Thank you. Oh,
Pleasure.
okay. Yeah, I figured
Pleasure.
it out.
Pleasure, 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 pleasure. Right. So as I said that we've got growing and we've got repeating patterns, right? I want us to go quickly to this part here about the numbers because I know that we took some time. So you've got increasing repeating patterns and you've got decreasing repeating patterns. So increasing is, as I said with numbers, is that you keep on adding the same number. Like here you've got 3, 6, 9, 12. We keep on adding 3. It's increasing. If it was decreasing, we're going to be subtracting 7 all the way. So please write this example here and this example here so that we can, I quickly want us to go and look at the questions, right? And if we go down to the growing patterns, is that now they change. The manner in which you are going to add something changes, or the manner in which you're going to decrease something changes, right? So growing pattern, when it increases, first you add 2, then you add 3, then maybe add 4, then you add 5. So it means the pattern is going to grow and it's not repeating, meaning that you keep on adding the same number. Same side with the same works with multiplication, but same works with the decreasing pattern. Is that if it's seen under the growing pattern side of it, is that it the way you decrease changes. So you decrease by 3 first, then by 4, then by 5. But for it to be a pattern, it has to follow something. Hence, that's why if it's a growing pattern, first you add 2, then it's 3, then it's 4. So that chronological order gives us a pattern. If it was maybe growing pattern, then you are going to add 2, then maybe 4, then 6, then 8. That's what the pattern it's following. It's following that it grows, whatever you're adding is growing by 2. All right. So it's very important that you are able to distinguish between whether it's a repeating pattern and a growing pattern. And you see from the onset to say, oh, this is increasing, this is decreasing. That's how it works with numbers. That's how it works with numbers. It's not a very hard concept, the pattern part about it. It's not a very hard concept. Not a difficult concept at all. Please write this down. Write this one. Write this one, and this one. If you're able to take a screenshot, please take a screenshot. If you're able to take a screenshot, please take a screenshot. And then write to me in the chat if you're done so that I can go to the exercise that I want you guys to try. I want you guys to try just a few questions over there. And then we have a discussion about it. And then after that, I give you your homework. And then after I give you your homework, then we're done. Then we would be done. So please, write, take a screenshot, please. The faster you work, the better. The more you enable yourself. That's why I say that the more we use the technology, the better for all of us. The more we use the technology, the better for all of us. The better for all of us. The more you use the technology, the better for all of us. So are we done? Good. Good. Yeah. As I said, guys, it can be PRTSCR or PRTSC. Still does the same function. Still does. I don't know why some there's an R, some there's no. It still does the same function. Still does the same operation. Same thing. Right? So let's try this exercise. Do this one. All right. Or let's see. Let's see how many you can do in 5 minutes. In 4 minutes. Your 4 minutes. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see how many you can do in 4 minutes. Your 4 minutes starts now. How many can you do here in 4 minutes? And please distinguish. Tell us to say, I found it as an increasing repeating pattern or an increasing growing pattern. I found it as just a decreasing repeating pattern or a decreasing growing pattern. Please tell us that as well. Please tell us that as well. So you have now 4 minutes to do this. 4 minutes to do this. 4 minutes to do this. I see someone is saying I went silent. No, I was just trying to see if I could put my timer on so that you guys can do the exercise. Yes. So see how many you can do. Yes. I just wanted you guys to see how many can you do in 4 minutes. You realize that one of the patterns here is what we call a Fibonacci pattern. Fibonacci pattern, yeah. It's a Fibonacci pattern. It's a very nice pattern. Very, very nice pattern. Used a lot of times in different places. Let's see. You have 2 minutes now. You're on the 2-minute mark. You are on the 2-minute mark. You are on the 2-minute mark. You're on the 2-minute mark. You're on the 2-minute mark. Yes, I know that I went silent. I was just trying to see how can I put my timer on, because I wanted to be able to tell you how much time you guys have left or not. So you just know that you're on the 2-minute mark. You're on the 2-minute mark. You're on the 2-minute mark. Papa. You're on the 2-minute mark. You're on the 2-minute mark. You're on the 2-minute mark. About now 30 seconds left. You have about 30 seconds left. You have 30 seconds left. You have 30 seconds left. You have 30 seconds left. Right. Right. I'm going to be looking at this one. And also look at the ones of Fibonacci. And this one over here. Right. Let us go to the corrections. Right. This is what was happening, guys. So if you find that you have this, means that you're working out. With Fibonacci, all you needed to do was you add 1 plus 1 is 2. Then the previous 2 give you the following number. Then 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 5 is 8. 5 plus 8 is 13. 8 plus 13 is 21. 13 plus 21 is 34. That's how it works. 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 This was a decreasing repeating pattern because you kept on subtracting 2. Here we kept on multiplying 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 16 is 32. 2 times 32 is 64. 2 times 64 is 128. 2 times 128 is 156. Here, we find that here we add 3. So it's 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 plus 6 is 20. 20 plus 7 is 27. 27 plus 8 is 35. 35 plus 9 is 44. 44 plus 10 is 54. Here, what did we do? First, we divided by 3. Then what happens? We divide it by 2. Then we divide it by 1. Done. Here, the one of the fraction, the nicest one out of all of them, is that we kept on multiplying with what? Who can tell me what that we kept on multiplying with when we're looking at the fractions? Who can tell me what did we keep on multiplying with when we're dealing with the fractions? What did we keep on multiplying with when we're dealing with the fractions? What did we keep on multiplying with when we're dealing with the fractions? Who can tell me that? What did we keep on multiplying with when we're dealing with the fractions? What did we keep on multiplying with when we're dealing with the fractions? Then I'm going to show you your homework. Then we close. Who can tell me? What did we keep on multiplying with when we're dealing with the fractions? What did we keep on multiplying with when we're dealing with the fraction? Hello?
We were dealing by the same number we added after the other number.
What did we keep on multiplying with when we're working with the fractions? There's one specific fraction that we kept on multiplying there. Think about it. Do you have it? Do you have it? All right. Let me check the chat because I was looking in the chat for my answer. Let me check the chat. Okay. So it seems no one has it. We kept on multiplying by half. Remember with fractions, when you multiply fractions, the numerator, you just multiply the numerator, denominator with the denominator. So we kept on multiplying by a half. That's all. We kept on multiplying by a half. That's a nice, remember I told you guys that with fractions, you just multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. So yeah, just kept on multiplying with the half. And then we're done. Let me pop up your homework because our time is up. Here's your homework. Please take a screenshot. If not, you are unable to take a screenshot, write down number 2 up to 4. And that would be your homework. And then tomorrow we're doing corrections of the test. Tomorrow we're doing corrections of the test. If there are any questions, this is your time to do it. Let me also put in my email address again in the chat. So I'm putting my email address again in the chat. Please, guys, do write your tests. Do write your test. I know today's work wasn't that hard. It wasn't grilling as much. It wasn't, you know, I didn't really put on the fire on the stove today because I know that you guys are writing, so not a good time to just put on fire. But soon the fire concepts are coming along. But I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I'm happy to see that you guys are getting the concepts. You guys are getting the concepts. This is what I want in life. What I want in life is always my students should just understand the maths and get the skill. Because that's what's important, it's the skill. The most important thing out of everything is the skill. Once you get the skill in life, everything works. Everything works once you get the skill in life. So tomorrow, you guys are going to be doing we're going to be doing corrections on your test, and then we're going to discuss also those concepts, and then we're done. So from me, I love you guys. Stay awesome. Thank you for the beautiful lesson. Goodbye. Goodbye.